Ha ha, hey, it's bedwetting Ben. Richard laughed when he entered the room. Don't worry, we put the baby sheet back on your bed. The night before Ben had, after much complaining from Richard about the noise it made, taken the plastic sheet off of his bed. He had been nervous about his nappy leaking again, but luckily it hasn't. Ben looked over at his bed, and saw that they'd put the sheet right over his pillow and duvet. He went over to the bed to pull it off. Leave it on, Richard demanded, you can sleep on it like that. What? No, Ben refused, and he started to remove the sheet. Richard, who was a lot bigger than Ben, stepped up to him. Leave it on, he said menacingly, we don't want a baby in here with us, do we boys? The other boys in the room shook their heads, no way. So if I have to share my room with a baby, and a violent baby at that, I want him where I can see him. And that means on top of the covers. Now get into bed. Richard gave Ben a push so that he fell onto the bed. Lie down. Ben obediently lay down. He was shaking, but he was not going to let himself cry. He was not going to give Richard the satisfaction. Right, now lights off before the baby's mummy comes back. And don't you even think about getting under the covers when I'm asleep, baby, or there'll be trouble in the morning. Nathan switched the lights off, and the other boys all got into bed. Ben lay on top of his bed. He wasn't sure what to do. He didn't want to get under the covers, he didn't know what Richard would do if he did, but he knew Richard well enough to know that it wouldn't be worth it. On the other hand, he couldn't go to sleep like this. He would wet the bed, and everybody would see. He couldn't put a nappy on either and risk exposing it in the night. His only other choice was to stay awake all night. It would be both tiring and boring, but he was sure he could do it.